Life would be so wonderful if we knew what to do with it, that is. Vinyl Guru in the house, my dear. Here to talk to you about some of the coolest soundtracks out there.
Vinyl Guru, Vinyl Guru. Vinyl Guru.
Soundtracks. Well, they provide the wonderful landscape to paint the rest of the picture. Because after all, what is a picture without a frame holding it up to keep it all together? Let's get into some of the coolest soundtracks that I like, know, adore, and get you diving in. First up to bat is gonna be Barbarella. This is the wonderful, exotic-looking Jane Fonda as Barbarella. An amazing situation we've got ourselves in here. Oh yes, indeed. Oh yes, indeed.
It's a wonder.
Here's another one here. Against All Odds. This is came out in 1984. It's got some great cats on here. Oh yeah. We've got Phil Collins, Stevie Nicks, Peter Gabriel. Need I say more?
How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave. You're the only one who really knew me. And there's nothing left here to remind me.
Now the next one is gonna be for one of my favorite genres of music. Yes, I'm calling it a genre of music. That is Bond music itself. It's indeed its own genre, and some of the coolest cats in this time. You know, the John Barry orchestration for the Bond era is some of my favorite. You know, this is the classic Tom Jones Thunderball record, but you know, obviously he's worked on some of the greatest, you know, Shirley Bassey and all that. So let's get it in.
So he strikes like thunder.
This next one is gonna be by one of my favorite directors ever. He always had the eye and he always had the ear. This is gonna be Tarantino's Death Proof. Truly lovely, lovely, bloody brilliant. It's got one of my friends on here, and you know, that's not the only reason why I picked it. It is surely a work of genius. Now, another great one to talk about is going to be the decline of West civilization. This was the part one. There was a part one and a part two. Just as great, but this is of the amazing punk era. We've got Alice Bag, Black Flag, X, Circle Jerks, greatness. Another killer soundtrack is gonna be Endless Love. It's got, you know, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie working on this. They've cooked up quite a bit of greatness, but there's also Cliff Richard on here too, but a lot of it is the Motown Fab Mode.
My love and
This next one is gonna be by one of my favorite composers ever. Mr. Morricone, Italian Stallion, my dear. This is one of the best, and in fact, he's done a lot of amazing spaghetti western stuff, but He has influenced some of the early days of hip-hop, my dear. One not to neglect. This is a great one. This next one is also going to be by a wonderful Italiano. This is gonna be Ortolani. Va bene, va bene. This is amazing. This is just phenomenal. Perversion story. This is Hey film buffs, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit that little notification bell, baby, because I serve all kinds of fun. So, get into my journey, why don't you? Shake it up a little with me, baby. Let's do it. Thank you for watching, and let's continue to watch as it gets better and better. Another great Italian soundtrack is Satanic. This is a reissue that they made recently, but phenomenal. Romano Mussolini. This is really good, really good. Check it out, folks. Next one here is gonna be a little bit of Brazil. This is gonna be Sergio and Marques Valle. Amazing. Truly, truly fabuloso. This next one is quite a wonder. This is fabulous. The Last Dragon, really great stuff. It features Vanity, Prince, one of a Prince protege. This is really great. It's got a lot of amazing cats on here. You've got Stevie Wonder, Willie Hutch, you know, Vanity herself is on here. Great, great.
To go if you want to get in.
Never say never. Another lovely one is gonna be White Nights. You've got amazing cats on this one too. You've got cats like Phil Collins, you know, Roberta Flack, Nile Rodgers, Robert Plant, Lou Reed, Shaka Khan. Come on. Oh yeah, we're cooking some good ones towards the end here, honey. Oh yeah.
This chemical, no, with you, it's more than physical.
This next one is gonna be one of my favorites, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. This features one of the Dons, one of the Kings. You know how I feel about him, darling. David Bowie. And it's also got wonderful cats on here like David Sylvian, and Bowie, and I think you're gonna like the taste of this one.
The woman's on your hand. Senses.
While we are on this Bowie train here, there's another really great one, the Buddha of Serbia. This is really great. Too bad it was not nearly as promoted as well as it could have been, but an exceptional soundtrack, truly, dear. I really wanted to get an official release as that one is a bootleg, but let's give in. Ah, now One that did get an official release. This is Just a Gigolo. David Bowie and Marlene Dietrich serving us a really great sensation with this one, my dear. This is a really, really great soundtrack. This is, you know, an Anthem Movies music on vinyl release. Limited to whatever, darling, but truly lovely.
Selling each romance every night. Berlin, it is better so. Yes. Paid for every dance.
Now, I did save the best for last. I really did. Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is Lou Adler. Genius. Genius stuff. And it just changed the way that I viewed cinema. It changed the way that I viewed comedy in music. I loved it. And actually, Lou Adler had his hands into the new one when they made the remake for this. And they actually shot it in Toronto. And anyways, long story short, I was on set for a few days on the set of that. And I got to, you know, sit by Lou Adler and got to thank him for an amazing contribution that he gave to us, really. And if you look real close and squint a little, you'd see a girl munching on popcorn in the movie. Oh yes indeed. Anyways, an amazing, amazing contribution. Let's dip in.
How'd you do, I see you've met my other. I'm just a sweet transvestite. I see you shiver with anticipation.
Well, we made it to the end of the video. And I know there was some that you were probably expecting to say. What can I do? It ain't your video. Toodaloo, darlings, toodaloo.